Where were the visitors from? Father asked. Lily frowned, trying to remember. Our leader told us when he made the welcome speech, but I can't remember. I guess I wasn't paying attention. It was from another community. They had to leave very early, and they had their midday meal on the bus. Mother nodded. Do you think it's possible that their rules may be different, and so they simply didn't know what your play area rules were? Lily shrugged and nodded. I suppose. You've visited other communities, haven't you? Jonas asked. My group has. Often. Lily nodded again. When we were sixes, we went and shared a whole school day with a group of sixes in their community. So again, we're talking about words that have unusual meanings. So normally we might say school or town or the name of a city, but here we use community. Community usually means that people are very close and help each other out, but yet there's no name, which is interesting. How did you feel when you were there? Lily frowned. I felt strange, because their methods were different. They were learning usages that my group hadn't learned yet, so we felt stupid. Father was listening with interest. I'm thinking, Lily, he said, about the boy who didn't obey the rules today. Do you think it's possible that he felt strange and stupid, being in a new place with rules that he didn't know about yet? Lily pondered that. Yes, she said finally. I feel a little sorry for him, Jonas said, even though I don't even know him. I feel sorry for anyone who is in a place where he feels strange and stupid. How do you feel now, Lily? Father asked. Still angry? I guess not, Lily decided. I guess I feel a little sorry for him. And sorry I made a fist, she grinned. So, with this tradition, people share their feelings with their family, and the goal is not to feel angry because this is a utopia, and a utopia is perfect, and if people were angry, it wouldn't be perfect. Also, now she feels a little sorry for him. Can you think of a time when you felt sorry for someone? Maybe because they didn't have something that you did? So this is one way that the community helps keep their community as perfect, as people thinking of it as perfect, and knowing that it's better than other communities. Jonas smiled back at his sister. Lily's feelings were always straightforward, fairly simple, usually easy to resolve. He guessed that his own had been too, when he was at 7. He listened politely, though not very attentively, while his father took his turn, describing a feeling of worry that he had had that day at work, a concern about one of the new children who wasn't doing well. Jonah's father's title was a nurturer. He and the other nurturers were responsible for all the physical and emotional needs of every new child during its earliest life. It was a very important job. Jonas knew, but it wasn't one that interested him much. Why do you think they use the word new child here? And what is a word that we would usually use? Did you think of baby? Yeah, usually we would call a very young child a baby, but here they call it a new child as if there is no babies. There are just children and adults. What gender is it? Lily asked. Male, Father said. He was a sweet little male with a lovely disposition, but he isn't growing as fast as he should, and he doesn't sleep soundly. We have him in extra care section for supplementary nurturing. But the communities beginning to talk about releasing him. "Oh, no," Mother murmured sympathetically. "I know how sad that must make you feel." Jonas and Lily both nodded sympathetically as well. Release of new children was always sad, because they hadn't had a chance to enjoy life within the community yet, and they hadn't done anything wrong. There were only 2 occasions of release which were not punishment. Release of the elderly, which was a time of celebration for a life well and fully lived, and release of a new child, which always brought a sense of what could we have done. This was especially troubling for the nurturers, like Father, who felt they had failed somehow, but it happened very rarely. What do you think this word means, nurturers? Think about what Father's job is and how he takes care of the new children or the babies. Did you think of a nanny? A nanny who takes care of babies and children? Yes, that's what Father was doing. "Well," Father said, "I'm going to keep trying. I may ask the committee for permission to bring him here at night, if you don't mind. You know what the night crew nurturers are like. I think this little guy needs something extra." And we'll pause here and begin on the next video.